would shock someone else until they died.
Oh my god.
Yeah, would actually go that far to unconsciousness or something along those lines.
Wow.
So I mean, that's not even like a life and death situation. That's someone standing over your shoulder telling you to shock them. It was the idea of the experiment was to show how well we follow orders or follow an authoritative figure that's right there.
Right.
Yeah.
That is so scary.
Well, I know I've talked to you about this outside. Maybe I've talked about it on the show, and if I have, stop me.
Okay.
But I heard about this. There's this movie that's out right now that is about a true story. Now, this is a true story. This hacker or prank caller or whatever calls McDonald's and says, hi, this is so-and-so with the police department. I got a call from one of the customers there saying that one of your employees robbed them.
Yeah.
Have I talked about this on the show?
No, I've never even heard this before.
Yes,
You haven't talked. No.
Oh, I know I've talked to you about this. Anyway,
no,
so
I know you haven't.
This police officer is talking to the manager, and it's not a police officer, but he tells the manager it's a police officer.
Yeah.
And he's like, I need you to find whichever employee matches this description, and it's like, short, brunette, kind of skinny. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like it's so like, oh, you know, like it's so obvious.
Yeah.
So the manager goes and gets a girl. I think her name was like Louise Ogborn or something. I was reading the story.
Oh, no, you did tell me this. Okay, but you didn't tell me at the very beginning. I know what this is about. Okay, keep going. Okay. But we haven't talked about it on the show. No.
Yeah, and this goes hand in hand with exactly what you were just talking about, the Milgram experiment or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was like this guy was like, okay, I need you. This is not. It's a crime that's already been committed, so there's no reason for us to send a unit out there right now. Mm-hmm. We'll send a unit by when they're not busy. So if you're cool with it, we need you to conduct the investigation. The manager's like, oh, of course, I'll happy to help, whatever you need. So she brings in this girl that matches this description. It's like, did you take the money? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, what did she say? No, what do you want me to do? Search her clothes, pat her down. Okay, so it starts out with a pat down, and it escalates and escalates, and then eventually this guy convinces this manager to strip her down naked and like do a full body cavity search on her.
What?
Yeah, and then it gets even weirder. This is true. This is 100% true. It gets even weirder when the manager has to go run the store because she's a manager, and the cop says, well, we can't send a unit out yet. You have to have somebody watch her. Like, this is the law. I need you to have someone watch her so we can send a unit down to come pick her up.
Yeah.
She can't watch her, so she sends in, like, her fiance, who doesn't work for the restaurant.
Jesus Christ.
But sends in her fiance to watch this naked girl.
I didn't know this part. I think you only told me about like the strip search. You didn't tell me about this part,
Okay,
so I'm kind of like, what the heck?
It escalates to the point where he's like, okay, now she's talking to the fiance, is like, hey, I need you to conduct a cavity search. So before it was a woman manager, which is like, it's weird, but like, okay, fine.
Yeah,
it sounds plausible. But this guy, this like 50-year-old guy, gets talked into inspecting this 18-year-old girl's naked body, and it escalates and escalates and escalates until eventually, the caller makes the girl give the guy a blowjob.
What?
Are you serious?
Yep.
So this was
That
a
is
prank
crazy.
call.
Yep.
It was a prank call.
And then
That's crazy.
finally, like, I don't know why he eventually stopped it, but he did, and was like, oh, I can't do this anymore to his fiance. So the caller, of course, was like to the manager, we still need someone to watch her. So she goes and gets someone else to watch her, and it's about to start all over again. But this guy's like, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He actually has a brain.
Yeah, he's like, he's like, I'm not gonna do that. What are you talking about? If you want to strip search this girl, you can send a unit down here right now. So
Yeah.
the caller hangs up, and then everyone goes to jail.
Even the guy
Wait,
that said
except
no.
for the guy.
They caught the guy eventually, but he got off.
No, the guy that said no,
No, not
to
the
do
guy
that
it.
said no. Not that guy.
Oh, okay, he
obviously.
better not have. That's terrible.
No, but like, yeah, the manager got fired and got like a shitload of fines. The guy that got the blowjob went to jail.
Yeah.
The caller eventually got caught like years later because he did it a couple other times. But in this case, it was specifically noticeable because it was all caught on camera.
Oh.
Like a manager, like there was a video camera in the office.
Gotcha.
So they used this case to catch him. But
Gotcha.
he had done it before, and a lot of stuff like this had happened.
Oh,
But like, yeah,
Jesus.
it's people like that. Yeah, exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, because especially with police officers, because I did watch it wasn't like a real experiment, where like you could actually publish it and write about it and stuff. But what it was it was just like I think just like a TV show doing some random experiment. They had a guy, one of their guys in Britain, whatever, dress up as a British police officer. And literally just walked around and like fucked with people, and no one would do anything about it. Like this lady was eating a sandwich, and he came by. He's like, "Oh, can I see that?" And he started eating it, and then he gave the rest back to her. He's like, "You can carry on your way now." And no one said anything. Like no one argued with him. No one would do anything just because he was wearing. It wasn't even a real like.
I don't know if it's because they thought he was a cop or if it's because of the accent. 'Cause I would listen to a guy
No.
accent.
It was in Britain that they did this experiment.
Oh,
so
no
over there, everyone has a
okay.
fucking accent.
But I was just thinking, like, if a cop walks up to me, he's like, "You're under arrest," I'd be like, "What the fuck did I do?" But if a British cop walks up to me, it's like,
"Hello, mate.
You're under arrest." I'd be like, "Oh, okay."
And you have to say it back in that accent, because when people talk to you in an accent, you're just so tempted to answer them back, and you know what I'm talking about?
No, you're just a racist. Okay, so...
I know I'm not the only one who does that.
So getting back on topic, we were talking about whether or not you could save someone's life or take their life to save your own.
Hell yeah, I would take their life.
Skittles here has a story.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Skittles here has a story that she was telling me about. Now, give us the finer points, but basically just the point where she's holding on.
Okay, so this chick comes to Las Vegas with her fiance, and they're having a good time, horsing around in the room,
Is this
probably
real?
getting drunk.
Yes.
This is real. My dad's coworker was involved, kind of. He went to go pick up... No. He went to go pick up this chick from the hospital who recounted this story to him. She was the girl who was going to be getting married. So she and her fiance are in this hotel room. They're horsing around, probably getting drunk. There's a balcony at the hotel room. It's in one of the casinos. And he trips over the balcony. She grabs him, like, by the hand, and then she can't hold on and drops him to his death. He dies, and now she's trying to get on a plane to go back to Wyoming.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she was just blubbering when my dad's friend went to go pick her up, and she just told him this story. It's like, who would have ever expected that? Holy shit.
What the
Here's
hell?
the thing is, what shocks me is that I think something like humans are 10 times stronger than they can be when they're under stress.
That's
or
what
what's
I
it
was
called?
thinking
What's
too,
it
you know,
called?
when the mom can lift the car off of her
Right.
baby.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
You would
the
think that-
adrenaline rush.
Yeah, the adrenaline makes people like superhumans. This is true. This is 100% true. So I'm surprised that she wasn't able to hold on.
I know, me too. She
The only
must
thing
be-
I can think of is that you're drunk. And when
The
you're
only thing I
drunk...
could think of was that she let go.
Oh, I cheated on you that one time, and I don't want you to know.
What'd you say, bitch?
Yeah, I don't know. I know what you're
Because-
talking about. I know what you're talking about, but at the same time, like, first of all, you're probably, like, pretty goddamn drunk. You're in
I
Vegas.
guess. I mean, that might have been why. But I know for a
And
fact
people tend to
this has
perspire
happened.
more.
This has happened to me. Like, I have gone through something like this where I literally did something I could never do if I wasn't under adrenaline.
Like what? I'm
I know I've told you guys this story, but I'm gonna recount it. When I was in Thailand with my family, we were all doing jet skis, okay? And I happened to cause an accident in which a jet ski with my father and sister stopped in front of me, and I froze. Like, I just, like, whoa. I didn't think, I didn't move, I just was, like, frozen.
Yeah.
So I hit their tail wave, launched my jet ski up into the air, and landed on top of them. And I was, going full throttle. I was going fast enough to lift a jet ski out of the water.
Wow.
So I was going pretty fast. Completely ran them down. Haven't I told you guys this?
No.
No,
Oh,
not at
God.
all.
Yeah, this has happened when I was in 8th grade.
Oh, wow. No, I never heard
Yeah,
this.
so I ran them down. My stepmother's on my jet ski, and I tell her to go get help. So I'm swimming around looking for their bodies. And all of a sudden, I finally see them, like, off in the distance, and I'm like, oh, shit. I can see them, but they're not moving. So I start swimming in that direction, and all of a sudden I feel something jerk my arm. And I look down, and jet skis, like workout machines, you wrap the thing around your body so that if you walk away from it, it turns off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But this thing that was wrapped around my wrist was, you know, a fail-safe key to the jet ski. So if it got pulled, the jet ski would turn off.
Mm-hmm.
It had wrapped around the handlebar, so it wasn't going to rip out.
Yeah.
And this thing was made out of wire.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was too